Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14. Wherefore he saith, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And as you're gonna hear in this video from this Edomite woman, a lot of these people walking up and down the street when you're out, they 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 have a feeling that it's not safe. Remember back in the days, you would know what areas not to go into because it was bad over there. Those areas were known to be, bad. Something bad can happen to you. But today, those bad places are everywhere, right? You could be put in the spirit world in a place you least expected it to happen, like a concert or a church or a hospital or, at your job, at a carnival or whatever. Death is everywhere. The scriptures tell you that America is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Death on every side, you know? So when you have a so-called white woman saying this, you know that it's bad. It's not just Jake saying it, man. Because a lot of these Edomites, they don't feel safe. And they shouldn't. Because this is a sign of their kingdom falling, man. This is a sign that payback is on its way. Because you devils, you got a lot to pay for, man. The scriptures tell you in Baruch chapter 4, around verse 32, that miserable are the cities that received our sons. Right? Because you were happy at the fall of the Israelites and what America's become, off of the backs of the Israelites. Now you're going to be grieved and you're going to be sorry and you're going to be scared and not feel safe here in the same place that has destroyed, that has murdered, raped, did everything wicked under the sun to the Israelites. Now in this same place, you're not going to feel safe. Now, soon you're going to be paid back for everything that you've done to the Israelites as a nation. Because ain't none of these devils innocent, man. None of them. Right? So let me read that again. This is Ephesians 5 and verse 14. It says, Wherefore he saith, Awake thou that sleepest, talking to you Israelites, man. Talking to you Israelites. Right? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. It says, and arise from the dead, meaning a spiritual sleep, man. Come out of America, man. Stop thinking that America is going to bounce back. Right? Seek the Lord, man. Seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Not Jesus. That's not his name. It says, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light, man. The Lord is going to give you, the spiritual awakening and the light, the spiritual light for you to see what direction this country is going in. Because it's going in a direction and it ain't good, man. So it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, meaning that you watch, pay attention, not as fools, but as wise, man, being wise, right? Being wise, man, right? Because you need wisdom in these last days. You need wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, man, you're through. It says redeeming the time, meaning taking hold of these times, right? Because the days are evil, man. The days are evil. So just hear what this devil got to say, man. Check it out. Yabba Shem Al Shah Willing, the Elect be edified. Shalom.
Is anybody else like scared to be in public anymore, or is that just me? Because I'm like freaked out. Why are there shootings and stabbings everywhere? Like, you look at the news, there's nothing positive anymore. Like, people are being murdered and killed all the time. Why would I want to leave my house? I feel like I can't go out and enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Like, everything is terrifying right now. I don't want to be murdered. No. But that's everywhere. Everywhere. Especially in public places. Whether it's the light rail, a concert, anywhere. It's just not safe. A school. Are you kidding? Why is this so common? Why is everybody like, just another mass shooting, just another day? This should not be normal.
So you see it, man. You heard it. And these devils, they're afraid, man. But listen, hey, you got to be paid back. You got to get what your forefathers did to the Israelites, man. Right? She said, I don't want to go out of my house. I can't enjoy the things I used to enjoy. What makes you think that your nation can do all the evil and wickedness and shed all the blood throughout the earth, and you are supposed to be able to prosper, have fun, laugh, giggle, right? Do all the things you enjoy. What makes you think that was your end? What makes you think that this wasn't going to come to your doorstep, right? That it wasn't going to circle back on you. This is the pride of these devils, man. They can't understand why people are being murdered. They can't understand why people are being unalive. They can't understand why people are being stabbed, why all this evil is happening. Guess what? The bloodthirsty, evil, wicked, most hateful, uh, 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 bastards, bastardized people rule the earth, man, which is your nation, right? So this is the Lord, uh, uh, paying you back for what you've done, and the Lord is only getting started, man. The Lord is only getting started. She said, "I don't want to be murdered." Well, this is the thing. You Edomites, nothing good is coming to you in these last days, man. Nothing good. Right? What you've done is horrific. And you didn't just do it to anybody. You did it to the children of Israel, man. And you still hold that hatred toward the Israelites to this day. So what do you think is going to be your outcome, man? If you shed blood? By your blood, you know, uh 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 your blood shall be shed, man. It tells you that in Numbers, right? 35th chapter. I just read it, this just passed live, right? So this is let's get it. Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land therein, wherein ye are. Salakia. For blood it defileth the land. Whose blood defiles the land of America, man? Babylon, the great whore. The Israelites' blood. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Nobody got a problem with that. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows that the Israelites' blood was shed all throughout America, man. And is being shed daily in America. It says, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And who shed the blood the most of the children of Israel? The so-called white man. So the Lord said, the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that was shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So your blood got to be spilled, man. This is not me saying this. This is the Lord saying it. So what you're seeing all around you is only a matter of time until it gets to you, right? But the Lord also said that he was going to plague America with blood, man, right? With death. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So the Lord is bringing these plagues, right? I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. Death and destruction. That's what's covering the earth right now. Right? Don't think that you're going to escape. Right? Because the Lord is just saving the nation of Edom for last. He's getting you here and there and here. But soon the Lord is going to take his punishment that he has on the Israelites right now. He's going to take it off of them, off of us. He's going to put it on you along with every other nation that joined you to destroy the Israelites, man. And you can deny it. You can make videos saying we're wrong. Whatever. We don't care. This is 2nd Ezra. I'm going to close down with this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14. This is the scripture that the brother had, in the beginning. 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 16. Right? It says, I'm going to start at 15. It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Well, Salakia, I got to start that off. I'll start at 13. It says, now therefore set thy house in order and reprove thy people. And that's what we do as the servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. When we go out and we teach our people, we reprove them. We tell them to get right. We tell them where they're going off, man. Right? We're not perfect. But we don't live in sin, man. Right? We don't think to commit sin every single day, every single hour of every day, man. Our people are doing that, right? So it says, now therefore set thy house in order, meaning get them right, and reprove thy people. Comfort such as comfort such of them as be in trouble. And now renounce corruption, man, sin. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, because this ain't the time to be weak, man. This is time to tune in, to lock down, man. It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times, man. Right? For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Hey, so what you've seen happen, the Lord said is going to be an uptick, man. It's going to be way more vicious and way more brutal in the near future. It says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker with age." Yeah, the world is weaker with age, man. The world is weak. System is crashing, right? Everybody's bugging out. Law enforcement can't do everything. They're not catching everybody. And now what? They're catching them and then releasing them the next day, right? Other than murder, you pretty much can get out the next day, or attempted murder. Everything else, you pretty much get a pass, a slap on the wrist. It says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker with age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein." And she sees it, and millions of other people see it in America, and it's just going to increase, and people are going to feel more unsafe. And you women, especially you independent women that don't need a man, that's not with a man, you're going to get double trouble, man. Right? Because you still got to go out and work. You got no protection. You get on your camera and you talk about how wicked men are and you rather choose a bear over a man. We're going to see in these last days, man. Right? We're going to see in these last days how you really feel. And all of that big mouth that you got, you're going to have to live by that, man. You're going hey, you're going hey, it's not going to be funny, man. I'm laughing, but it's not going to be funny, man. You're going to have to stand on that. You're going to literally have to stand on your big mouth, man. Right? So I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing the elect was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Hey, to the next lesson. Shalom.
There's nothing positive anymore. Like, people are being murdered and killed all the time. Why would I want to leave my house? I feel like I can't go out and enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Like, everything is terrifying right now. I don't want to be murdered. No. But that's everywhere. Everywhere. Especially in public places. Whether it's the light rail, a concert, anywhere. It's just not safe. A school. Are you kidding? Why is this so common? Why is everybody like, just another mass shooting, just another day? This should not be normal.